Hi guys, welcome back. This is part 6 of the Passion Flower Cabinet Makeover. Today I found my purples. So today we are going to do we're going to start the flowers. So let's have that in the background. So I'm just going to bring this up close, but we're going to do something similar, because this does not have the texture that does, so we will still do the same concept, but it might turn out just a little bit different. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. And how's everybody doing? Hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. I hope you guys are getting some tips out of it at least, and you can do this on a canvas or a piece of furniture. So you guys are more than welcome to do this technique on anything that you want. If you do a canvas or a piece of furniture, please give me a shout out when you do this technique or this painting. I'd really appreciate it. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna dampen my brush. And I have two purples, but they're very similar in color. One's called dioxazine purple and the other one's violet, and seriously, I think they're the same color. So let me turn the thing. There. So we have our outline somewhat still there. I can still see it. So we're just gonna get those colors on there, so I can see that flower again. And I think I want this solid because we're going to bringing in other colors on top. So I'm just going to do one flower here on the front, and I'm not going to bore you with me doing every flower. So I want you guys to see just this one flower, and then you can do all the rest of them. I'll get you scooted up here so you can actually see what I'm doing. All right, then the next one, I believe, was like this. I'm scrubbing that in there. And then, let's see, this one was out like that. That one I might change a little bit because I want it to flop over that way. Sorry, hopefully I'm not getting my head in the camera. Okay, I'm gonna leave that but I want to bring in these back here. And I actually want a little bit of black to make them slightly darker. We have that black outline, so that helps to kind of differentiate that line of the back, the petals in the back, and as opposed to the ones that are more forward. Okay. I think we'll bring a dark one over here too. There. Okay, so now we're gonna bring in some, I want some pink in there. Hold on. Maybe if I can get it open. There we go. I should have stirred that. Hold on 1 second. Now the purple I used was acrylics, and this pink I'm using is by Stella's Chalk Paint, and it's called Lucy. All right. I'm just gonna use the same brush. I'm just gonna bring in, just so it blends in with that purple. I'm just doing the top ones. It blends in so pretty. Almost a luminescent type color. See, it's starting to take on a life of its own now. And this one up here will probably be the brightest because it's the closest to the sun. Now on the other ones, I just want to do the tips because basically that's the only spot that the sun or the light's going to be hitting it. here. As soon as I get these where I want them, then we'll start on the center where those little frilly things come flying out. I just want to get these where I want them. Starting to look like a flower. All right, so I think I'm gonna set that down. Might even grab the hairdryer, so plug your ears, guys. So now what I'm gonna do is grab the palette knife. And let's give this guy some, what do we want? Let's go with the dark purple first. I'm gonna bring in some white on the palette knife, and I'm gonna mix it with some of that purple. You see that? So it's almost a lavender, but I want a lot of white because we have a lot to do. I always have my black and my white an extra, so it's piled extra big on the thing because I use a lot of it when I'm doing these things. And we'll bring in that pink again too, so. Again, we're just layering things. I gotta get that over there. That's always a tough spot. And I told you that this was probably going to turn out slightly different than that other flower because this has so much texture because of those paper towels that I put down. So let's see, I'm going to bring some of this in. Let's see, maybe on one side of these back ones. come back in with some darker. Let's bring in some darker back into those back here. I'm going just straight purple now because I think I mixed them with a black purple, and so they're very dark back here. So I'm bringing in some more purple. So I'm going to stay with that a little bit, and I'm going to bring in just some on a bottom side and have that mix with that lavender type of color. All right, so now I'm going to even go lighter. Well, no, let's go. Yes, let's go with the lighter. So I'm grabbing more white on that same purple that we mixed. I'm going to make it even lighter. I'm just going to go on one side. And maybe on the tips of this one, maybe on the tip here. I have to somehow separate this, and so I have to get some more, black or something here. Getting there? Yeah. Okay. Now I want to go to the pink. Let's use, need a different plate. We use the green plate. It'll be okay. So I'm getting pink and white and making a lighter pink. I might have some purple mixed in, it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna add some more in. Oops, I just painted my knee. you being able to tell the difference there? All right, so let's go with, let's set the pink down. I think I'm gonna dry it, and we're gonna come in with the black and white for the final, and then we're gonna start in that center. So hang on. Okay, so I think we'll go with the black first and the palette knife. Where did I put it? I'm going on the back side. So let's see. I'm just gonna add some right here on this one. I'm trying to keep in mind that that sun's gonna hit the tops of those petals, so the bottom's gonna be darker. Just bring a little bit in here. Okay. Now let's bring in that white and see what we have to do after that, okay? Just straight white. And let's hit those top forward facing petals first. It gives it more life. So let's just maybe do a little bit of a dab on these back petals, on the tips. Okay. All right, can you guys see that? See if I can bring you in. The texture on the piece really makes a difference. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna try and get it to dry, and then we're gonna work on that frilly center piece here. So let me grab the dryer. And then we're gonna need, I don't know how it's gonna work on the texture, but we're gonna need maybe a skinnier, maybe even, I don't know if that's gonna work, probably something smaller. So I'm gonna go over and get my my thinner brush. Hold on one second. And probably something for that. I might just use this. Might get a couple different ones. They're not going to be, you're not going to be able to get that spray look. It goes, I don't think that's what we're going to get. We're going to get a jaggedy. So I grabbed these three. They're thins. They are a number 4 flat. They are number 8. I don't know if that's a filbert. And I have a number 12 pointed. There we go. I'll probably be using the number 12 the most. We're gonna start out with that, so we'll see how that works. But I gotta dry this first, so hang on. And I just realized I need to get my green for the next part. Wasn't planning ahead. I thought I planned it all out, but like I said, there's always something that you forget. Okay, so I have paper plates down here. Paper plates at the ready. So I'm just using that for the green for right now. Going to wet down my brush and get that shape in there. You guys can't see it, but it is a half moon with a rocket shape coming out of it. And that's the stamen. Is that what I want to call it? Stamen? I'm not sure. But let's get that shape in here, and it's gonna set down in here. Okay, let's do a half moon. Let's go ahead and come around like this. Kind of an oval. Go ahead and brush that in. And then your stamen, just a pointy guy. Like that. Let's go ahead, now that we have just an idea, let's go ahead and grab the purples and the whites, and let's water down your brush. Use that same brush. I'm really watering it down. I want it really, 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 really runny so that it flows, so you can really get those So come out, just do these. And like I said, they're not gonna come out like on my canvas because it was a smoother surface. But we just want to make them known. Just show that they were there. The other side is going to be shorter. Keep your paint watery. You can paint over your little stamen guy. Now, let's go to our white. Let's just keep that same brush. And it's okay if it's got purple on it because we're just gonna go right into the white. We're gonna water that down, same thing. You're just basically, you're not full white, but you're very light lavender. So just go back over those that you already did and make those. Uses a lot of water. And go back over them, the darker spots that you had. Don't go right on top, go above them. Now we'll go straight white. So water down some of your white. And go on to the top side of that. It might blend in a little bit, so make sure probably after every swipe, go back into your white and get your true white back again. But this is giving it more dimension. You have your dark line underneath, and you have your purple line, and then you have your white. This is, I want it to come out. I'll give you a close-up. Hopefully you can see these lines, but I'll give you a close-up here in a second. Like I said, the ones in the back are always shorter because they're foreshortened because of where they're at. All right, so I'm gonna actually go like this. I didn't want to do that, but we're gonna go with it. Define some of these lines, I think. I'm just using up the white that was on my brush. Okay, now we're gonna work with that. We can come back in, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wet down the purple again. Actually come back in with some purple lines. Now that we have those in, and you can add more and more. That flower has so many little things that come off of it. I should look that up and see what it's actually called. The little sticky outies on a passion flower. All right. So I want to darken around that ring. And then, where's my green again? Then I'm going to use some white and get some light colored. I'm mixing white and green. And I'm going to make a mark like it's raised. Hold on one second. Hey, I'm in the garage. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause here, guys. I have company. So go ahead and fill this all the way in, but leave a dark ring. And we're gonna put that stamen back up in there, and we're gonna darken one side, and the other side from where the sun's coming, we're gonna highlight that side. So I will be right back, and we'll finish up this flower. Bye-bye, guys.